everyone, hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for coming and watching. If you have not watched our Excel for beginners, please go at the top of my head here and tap that link, or go to the comment section and watch that video. It's very important because we are moving step by step, okay? And everything you've learned from that video, we are going to be using it now to design some tools. Now, one thing you must note is that Excel in itself is a software. It's a software. It becomes a tool for use when you start designing those tools, okay? So today I'll be showing you how to create a simple data collection tool for your organization, for your project, for your personal development. There are many things that you would see when you go to an organization, okay? What I'm trying to do here is to bring you real-time activities, real-time skills that you would find in any organization that you go into. Whether you are in a development organization, whether you are in a humanitarian organization, whatever you're doing, these are skills that if you pay attention, they look simple and very brief, but if you pay attention, you are going to be so useful in any organization you find yourself, okay? And of course, Cameroonians, I really want to beg you, when you watch videos, the only thing you can do with me for this video is sharing and liking. Okay, when you like a video, it's an indication that, okay, what they are doing is good, okay? And you can also help me to understand. Now, some people use likes for something else, but I use likes to understand the mind of those who are watching, okay? Is what I'm teaching, is it helpful? Is it really supporting them, etc., etc., okay? So this channel or these particular lessons is for secondary schools and high schools, those who are transitioning to universities, and also those who are looking forward to start working with organization and start volunteering with organization. One of the greatest gap we have as us who are into organization activities is that most students leave universities and many other schools, come to organizations, and when you give them simple tasks, they cannot execute this task. So that is why I'm making these lessons, okay? To improve your skill and also to make you useful, not just to your organization, but also to yourself. Let's dive in so that we go through that video and see what we have there. Please pay attention. Okay guys, so if you have not watched the previous lesson, please go down to the comment section and check that video out, okay? Or go at the top of my head here and check that video. So right here, we want to create a simple data collection tool. Remember that the function themselves or the software itself is not a tool. It becomes a tool when you start designing some useful items, which we want to do now. The first form I want us to design, or the first data collection tool I want us to design, is a data collection tool where if you are doing a training or a seminar, okay? So right here, let's say you are doing a seminar and you want to take names of those who came for the seminar, information, contact, or other information of those who came for the seminar. And your organization say you should design something with your Excel sheet or Excel software. You come here, this is what I'm going to do. You just have to be creative. Just learn the skills. You can be more creative than what I'm doing here, okay? So I'll come here and I start with range. Okay, this is where I want to be collecting those data. I'm doing this because I want to create a border. After selecting my range, which we have seen previously, I'll come to the border here and I go to all borders and I create. The reason I'm doing this because the whole of Excel is made up of grid lines. These grid lines form your cell, they form your column and your rows, okay? These are the grid lines. So if I just go in and put in information, it might confuse someone who wants to use the tool, okay? So when I do this, the next thing I want to do is I want to merge, okay? I just want to merge this upper part of it, you see? And then I'll go now to this option. Remember I said we should take note of our home, insert, and data tabs that we have seen previously. Now we are in home, okay? So here we have merge. So I'll just click merge and center because I want to write a text. You see, it clears off this area and I double click. Once I double click, it shows me my cursor here. It shows this small line that is blinking, okay? It means if I start writing, it starts from there. So I'll say training, sorry, start with capital letters, training, sorry, training of New Semotech learners. Okay, wow, that's it. You see what I'm doing now? I'm going to give it a color. Okay, if you're a girl and you're watching this, I think you guys are in a better fit to do this, because you know how to design colors, you know how to match those colors, you know how to make it more beautiful, etc. So you see, we are now forming our small data collection tool. So here now, what I'll do, I'll also create a border. Why? Because once I come here, you see that this line here is not visible. So I'm going to go and just create all borders, and I click again all borders. You see, and then it gives me that line. Or I can come here and I make the border thick. You see, we are seeing thick borders. Okay, you see now the border here is thicker. Okay, so the next thing I want to do here, I'll come to this first place here and I'll put names. I want to get the names of those who will be attending the training. And then I'll come up here, I play with my mouse, it turns to this small cross, and I shift it, because the names might be longer, right? They might have longer names. The next thing I want to get here, I want to get their contact. Okay, so this is a training form that we are designing, okay, for your organization. Okay, I want to get their contact, I want to get their ages. Okay, I want to get their sex. Maybe you're training pregnant mothers or teenage girls, etc., etc., or old men or widows, etc., etc. Okay, and then I want to get their emails if they have one. Okay, so you can put this in any order depending on how your organization works. Okay, and then I also want to get their location, maybe region. In Cameroon we have southwest and northwest regions and other regions. Okay, we have the 10 regions, and then we have other. Here we also want to get their divisions. So this is a form where we want to get individual information from every person that will be attending our training. And then here at the end here, maybe we want them to sign, because we might get to a point where we want to print this out. Okay, I think we'll be doing that in another video, but today I just want to show you how useful you can become in your organization just by coming in for the first time and for the first day. You see, so this is already a tool that we are designing. Now I left this area open because I wanted to show you something. So right here I want to delete. So I'm gonna play with my mouse. You see, I'll play with my mouse, it turns to this small black arrow, yes, black arrow that is facing down, and I hold my mouse, the right side of my mouse, and then I select. You see, and then I right click. Okay, and then I delete. Now I have deleted that part. You see, it now brings my form, or brings my tool in a more adjusted manner. Okay, now here I can just put S/N. Here I want to put in numbers. I can just say 1. If I write the first name, 2, 3. Okay, so this becomes a sheet and a tool, and as you are doing it, make sure that you are saving. Now I want us to go to insert. There is a tool I have on my desktop that I want to bring in here. So I'll just click, make sure that you save it on your desktop. Here I have it. It's a logo, Hardy logo. It's our logo of our organization. I'll use it here. So I'll just click insert, and then I come now to pictures. Okay, picture here, and I click my picture, and it says this device. So I want to take the pictures from this device. I can go online and select a picture. I can go to stock images, but I want us to go very simple today. Click to this device. Once you click that device, it opens up, and then you go to your desktop. So you select your desktop because you kept it, or we kept it on the desktop, and then we click. Once we click here, this is the logo, and I'll click because I named it Hardy, and I click insert. It comes in. You see, this is the logo, and then I come here now, and then I put this up here. You see, yes, someone is not comfortable with maybe the text, but now you can increase the text as we have seen previously, right? I can click here, I can just click once, and then I come here and I make the text bigger. You see, just by clicking this big A. Or I can change the context, the text. We have different formats here. I can just come here and I change, or I can come here and also around these items here that we have here, I can just begin to change the position of my text just by clicking. I remember I'm still clicked here, okay, and I can go there, it goes to that end, come here, it comes to the middle, go here, it goes to the middle, top, and then here it goes right up to the top, and I can just play with it around it just like this. Okay, take note of this. So now we have designed a tool, so if you go to your organization after watching this video, you will become useful. So we can use this and do a lot. The next thing I want us to do now is to create another form. This is for individuals that are attending your training. Now I want us to create another form or another tool that maybe an organization is implementing projects in a particular location, and they have, or in different locations, okay, and these projects are different, okay, and you want to track the number of girls, number of boys, etc., etc., that are being reached in those areas. So what you are going to do is, another technique I'll teach you here is, I want us to duplicate this sheet, okay. I'll right click now, and then I come to copy, okay, and when I say copy, I'll say create a copy, and I click select this option, and I click OK. So now it has created 2 copies of that same sheet. So if I click here, it's the same sheet. If I click here, it's the same sheet. Now I'll just come to this other one. I want us to take this and say second form, second tool. So this second tool now is the tool that indicates that your organization is doing projects in different locations and different projects. So what you are going to do here now is simple. You just come here, you put name of organization. You see now. So you just come here and put name of organization, okay, and maybe your organization is partnering with another organization and you are 2 of you. That is why you are putting this option here, name of organization. The next thing you want to put is location or region, sorry. Are you seeing now? And then the next thing you want to put here is division. Are you seeing now? Sorry, yes. The next thing you want to put here is subdivision, okay. In the case of Cameroon, this is the case of Cameroon, subdivision. And then here you want to put the community, okay. Each subdivision has a village or community. Are you seeing now? And then you just go straight away now, and then you put number of boys. But before I put number of boys, I want to go straight and put projects, project type. Are you seeing now? Maybe the project is on education, wash and protection, or the project is on, one is on training teenage mothers, the other one is on providing food for teenage mothers, the other one is providing school supplies to children, etc., etc. Okay, so you will list those projects here and then list the different communities and then in this different division and different subdivisions. If you're watching from Ghana or any other place, just adapt this to your own realities. Okay, and then here now, the next thing I want us to put here, which is very, very important here, is this. I want us to look at start looking at now, okay, type of project. Yes, division. I remove this because we have it here, and then here now we'll just put number of boys, okay, and then we'll just copy this. We'll put this Ctrl+C, and then we come here Ctrl+V, and then we double click, and then we put girls. Okay, sorry, I'm spelling the girls wrongly. Number of girls. Even these boys have spelled it wrongly. Okay, number of boys. I'm just trying to rush. I don't want this video to be too long, so it doesn't make you bored. And then here again we have number total children. Are we seeing now? So this is just example that I'm doing here. You can go as far as putting number of women. Okay, number of women here. And many times when we work with data, we will come here and specify. We can come here again and we open a bracket and we say less than 18. I put this sign less than 18 years. Okay, I can come here again and I double click. So those who are entering the data understand what it means to be a child. Okay, a girl or a boy child. Okay, less than 18. Are you seeing now? So that is it. And then the next item here is number of women. So you can say now greater than 18. Number of men greater than 18. Are you getting now? You can move across here and also say number of girls who are IDPs, number of boys who are IDPs. Okay, you can just move in that manner and you see that you have already created a tool. And when that project is going on, all you need to do is to come here and you insert your information. Once you get calls from the field, get information from the field, all you need to do is to come here, put the region, division, subdivision, and then put the type of project. If it is education, just put it in here, and then you save this sheet. Once you save this sheet, you are now becoming very useful in your organization, and anytime that they need information from here, they can visit this. This becomes your primary data source. Okay, and then here also there's something that is very important I've not shown you. Dates is very important. So here now we can come here and then we put date. Okay, we can come here and put date. Okay, so as for dates, here I'll prefer that I want to make this sheet very simple. Okay, I don't want us to start going to data validation. I want us to make this very simple. So here, if I were you and I want to put my date here, let's say today is 20th of July. I'll just put 20th slash, and I write July as in July. I'll spell it as in July slash 2025, and you click. So automatically Excel recognizes and puts that date there. Okay, and you just do this as you go down. Now this is a manual data entry. For now, let's end here. I just want to take it slowly, very slowly. Okay, I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of information. So we'll be moving to a point where we'll do data validation, where you just have some option here to select as you move ahead. But first, master this. We'll use this same sheet to teach you data validation as you move ahead. Thank you very much and stay blessed.